3-4, Gray versus Camarez and Rock of Ages Tattoo. Who do I have on behalf of plaintiff?
Shireen Gray.
Shireen
Gray, sorry.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you for being here. And we have two
Hi.
separate defendants. So I guess I take it as two defendants. So I will ask first, do I have someone here on behalf of Katia Ramirez?
I'm representing the defendants, Your Honor, all the defendants.
Mr. Evans, you here for both Ramirez and Rock of Ages?
That's correct.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
All right. Now we are here, Mr. Evans, from defendant's motion. We have two matters pending. I have one special exceptions, and then I had a defendant's motion for summary disposition.
Yes, Your Honor, and I'd also add I've filed a motion for summary judgment that was accepted by your clerk this morning.
Yeah, technically in justice court, we got to call it summary disposition. We're saying the same thing, Mr. Evans.
Oh, gotcha.
Well,
I didn't know if you
find it in
wanted
the
to.
statute and the civil procedure, y'all. We're all saying the same thing.
Gotcha. Well, I don't know if you wanted to hear that motion today or not. I assume not, but
If it's just been filed, we got to wait 14 days. So we cannot hear that one, but I did review it. What's the special exceptions?
well, the special exceptions are Ms. Gray alleged breach of contract without describing what the contract is.
I did submit my evidence to the court on what the contract is.
Ms. Gray, I'm going to absolutely give you a chance to respond, but let Mr. Evans give me all of his story first, and then you'll get to go one by one, okay? But that'll be easier than if it's just yelling out like that. Okay. So, Mr. Evans, special exceptions. One, she sued for breach of contract. Go ahead and finish.
Yes, Your Honor. She alleged negligent service without identifying a legal duty that Katia Ramirez or Rock of Ages owed to her, or how she breached that duty, or how that breach of duty caused her injury.
Anything else?
And we have not been supplied with information regarding any false misrepresentation that was allegedly made.
All right, Ms. Gray, you said that you have filed an amended petition. Is that correct?
I submit all my evidence to the court. I've submit 3 different evidence, all the text messages between me and the defendant, and also the pictures of how my stomach was prior. So I sent a lot of evidence in. So I'm not sure what you're referring to.
So, Ms. Gray, there's a distinction in evidence, or what you say will support your claim, and then actually stating a claim. So let me take a look at the petition and see what Mr. Evans is.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of things, yeah.
Ms. Gray, typically when I get something like this from the other side, it's that they don't specifically understand why they've been sued. So you may need to provide a different level of detail in your original petition, but let me take a look at it. All right. So on September 10th, this is what I've got. It's handwritten. September 10th, I went to Rock of Ages Tattoo, located at, and they give an address, to receive a tattoo design to cover my C-section scar. Showed the tattoo artist, Katia Ramirez, a picture of the exact design I wanted. She assured me that she could replicate the image as shown. We agreed that the tattoo would be done in 2 sessions. The first session would complete the outline. Second session was about 2 weeks later. And then we turned the page. To complete the shading on the scar only. I specifically stated I did not want any shading on the section of my tattoo. 3 hours after she started, she completed the outline, which was a lot longer than agreed on. I was ready to leave when the artist began pressuring me into the completion of the tattoo by doing the shading over the scar, which was against our original agreement. After the tattoo was completed, then or later, we'll leave that alone, I immediately expressed dissatisfaction and told the artist, Katia, that the tattoo did not look anything like the agreed design. So just out loud, for both sides, I have no idea if we're in the first session or the second section, because it kind of just jumps stories. So I don't know if we're on the first session or the second one. So that would be a fact that I would want to have clarified, Ms. Gray. After the tattoo expressed dissatisfaction, told the artist, Katia, that the tattoo did not look anything like the agreed upon design. Okay, so when did that happen? And then second, Katia told me that the tattoo looked different once healed and that the ink would dissipate, which was misleading. When healed, the tattoo still looked nothing like the agreed design. It is permanently different and undesirable, and it failed to serve purpose of covering my scar in an aesthetic way. I don't know about that. What does your contract say? I have text messages and images showing the agreed upon design per our conversation, and the final result did not match such. I don't know. That's 100% what your contract's going to say to you. So I would say, what is the contract that you had when you took your tattoo, right? Do they guarantee a good result? I don't know. I obtained a professional quote for tattoo removal, totaling $4,800. I mean, I don't know that you're going to get that, which is the amount of seeking. Best you're going to get back. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of questions in that one here. Numbing cream, laser treatment. I'm suing Rock of Ages to be responsible for the cost of it. All right. So negligent service, misrepresentation, breach of agreement, pain and suffering. Miss Gray, when you got your tattoo, was there any type of contract or agreement that you signed prior to the service beginning?
No,
Mr.
no,
Evans,
we just talked about what I wanted. We spoke about what I wanted, and I gave her the pictures via text of the
Okay.
exact tattoo I'm looking for.
I got it. Miss Gray, I'm trying to get to specific information. Mr. Evans, Miss Gray says that she signed nothing at the time she received her tattoo. Is there anything that's provided to customers at Rock of Ages Tattoo?
Yes, there is, Your Honor, and we have submitted the signed agreement and waiver of all claims that Miss Gray filled out prior to the tattoo as one of the
What are you,
exhibits in the motion for summary judgment.
okay, what are you talking about? I filled out. Me and her haven't had any kind of a contract with the tattoo. So if you're saying something about, okay, like everyone else stating that, I mean, I don't know what you're saying. I filled out. I told her exactly what I want, and she did not give me what I asked her for. I
Ma'am,
mean, I'm not sure what you're saying.
Mr. Evans,
So,
please
so
don't
that
respond,
means,
Miss
so
Gray.
that
I'll explain it.
means,
Miss Gray,
hi.
Miss Gray, I understand you're excited, but you're beginning to start yelling. So let's be
But
calm.
I don't understand what he's talking about.
Miss, I'm going to show you what he's talking about. Are you able to see the screen, Miss Gray?
No, I can't. I'm on the telephone.
Well, that is unfortunate because we are here for a hearing via Zoom and I want to show you the documents, but he provided me a copy of a release and waiver of all claims that appears to bear your signature on it. And it's dated September 10th, 2025.
And I mean, is this claim stating that if the tattoo artist does not give me the tattoo I asked for, it's okay?
Quite likely it does, Miss Gray. So I would say let's look at it together, but you can't see my screen. So I'm going to share it and I'm going to look at it because this is essential to Mr. Evans' reason to asking for the case to be ultimately dismissed. Today, we're not hearing that. Today, he's asking about review. I'll just say that, Ms. Gray, he's providing me this document, which is 2 pages. Here's full page 1, full page 2. It is signed here by Shireen Gray, dated, it's signed as Sherry Gray. It's got a phone number and a date of birth, November 21st, 1970, signed, dated September 10th, 2025. And then below that is artist use. September 10th, artist Katya, tattoo flowers, placement, stomach, colors, black, solid batch, catalog, and an expiration date. And on the first page of this kind contract are all the terms and conditions.
I have not seen anything like all this stuff that you're saying to me. I didn't get all these pages that they're saying that I signed.
Okay. Well, Ms. Gray, we'll make you a copy. You can get a copy of it by contacting the court. So, all right. Here's what we can do. Mr. Evans?
Your Honor, if I may, I did serve the document on Miss Gray through the email address provided.
That's fantastic. She'll take it. She may have gone to spam. We just had a congressman who was upset they didn't get an invite. It turns out it went to their spam folder. So things can happen, right? What I'll say here is that we're here about special exceptions. Seems no reason to not deny that. I do see that there are some parts of the petition that need to be firmed up and some detail provided to it. At the same time, Ms. Gray, this will be an opportunity for you to review the documents that Mr. Evans has provided. Mr. Evans has filed a motion for summary disposition. You might also hear it called a motion for summary judgment. Ms. Gray, what Mr. Evans is saying is that the document he provided, the waiver and release, that it says in its face that your complaints do not allow you to sue for them. Now, I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying that that's what he's alleging. So today, the ruling for the court is that on Mr. Gray's motion for special exceptions, I do think it appropriate to ask you to restate your claim with more detail, specifically where the negligence arises, what specific actions or omissions you claim the defendant did to cause you your damages, the actual amount of the damages, and any contract you claim breach. If you allege a contract exists, whether it be oral or written, what terms of the contract do you allege were breached by the defendant? Okay, I would allow 30 days for you to amend your petition. Mr. Evans, in that time, that will also be sufficient for the motion for summary disposition to have sat, for plaintiff to have reviewed it and filed an answer if she so desires, and then we'll revisit it.
That sounds great.
All right. So defendant's motion
I
for exception is
I
granted.
have a question.
Absolutely, Ms. Gray.
Okay, so with this, okay, so you're saying that what he's saying, I'm just trying to get this clear before I go to an attorney. So you're saying when a tattoo artist or whoever is doing work on somebody, they can just do whatever they want and they're going to get away with it because of
No, that's
some
not
kind of
at
a
all what I said, Ms. Gray.
contract?
Ms. Gray, that's not what I said. I said, please read the contract that the defendant claims you signed. It has a whole page of waivers. One of those waivers may be the claim that may waive the claim you're bringing. I don't know that though. Please take the next 30 days to amend your petition and to review the evidence submitted by the defendant. You can receive that directly from our court by calling. We'll give it to you. Mr. Evans said he also emailed it to you. You have 30 days to amend your petition and certainly review anything that you have. Mr. Evans filed a motion for summary judgment. You have the opportunity to respond to that. The court will not rule on it for at least 14 days.
A summary judgment, okay.
So there's two different things, Ms. Gray. One, please amend your petition. And then two, Mr. Evans has filed a motion to when he says that the paperwork covers everything. You'll need to review that and you can file an answer if you like.
Okay, yeah.
All right. All right.
I will.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. Then. All right. And Ms.
All
Gray, I
right,
never said that
thank
you don't
you.
have a claim. I said, I don't know. We'll see what the contract says. All right. All parties are excused. Thank you all very much.
Thank
All
you,
right, thank
Mebby.
you.
Yes, all parties are excused. Thank
Thank
you. All right.